All right, welcome into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for joining us in here. Joining us as we get this day rolling. Now, Tony's been out here, Tony St. James. He's giving me the baton. He did a great job for the first half. It's my job to bring you the second half. So let's waste no more time and let's take a look and see what these prices have got in store for us. A good day yesterday. Got that corn up through that $5 level. 502 and a quarter is last in March right now. Just up one tick on the day, though. And the range has been 4.5 whole cents, right? So there you go. Low of the day, right at that $5 line. Maize up a penny to 5.16 and 3/4. Let's go out to the new crop. 1.25 cents better there to 4.78 and 3/4. A penny off the low, a penny off the high of the day. Sorry, but we've only had a 3 3/4 cent range, so pretty quiet day there. Nice to see it hold those gains above that $5 level. I think that's what a lot of people will be looking for here. Soybeans making up for some lost ground yesterday. We're up 4 3/4 cents here today in March. 10.43 and a quarter is last there. Still about 4.5 cents off the high of the day. We've got a July board up 3.5 cents to 10.75, and that too is about 4 cents off the high. September beans, well, that's 4 cents better there, 10.59, and now 10.58.5, and that's about what, 2 3/4 cents off the high of the day there. All right, so that's another two decent boards, right? Let's go to the Chicago wheat market. This is less than decent. This is horrible. 9.5 cents lower in March, 5.95 and a quarter is last. That's on the low of the day. That stinks. July wheat in Chicago, that's down 7 3/4 cents to 6.22 and a quarter. Just one tick off the low there. Dees, that's down 7.5 cents to 6.53 and 3/4. Let's move out to the hard red in Kansas City. 9 3/4 cents lower there in March. 6.17 and a half is last. Kansas City July, that's down 8 1/4 cents to 6.41 and a half, and now 6.41 and a quarter. That's on the low of the day. New low right there. And the Dees hard red in Kansas City is down 7 3/4 cents to 6.71 and 3/4, and that too is on the low of the day. That's no bueno. So both of those wheat markets stink. See if there's a little bit of a pattern here. Maybe we break it a tad here with spring wheat. Look, we've got an up arrow. March spring wheat in Minneapolis up one tick. 6.41 and a quarter is last. We've had about a 5 1/4 cent range. We're kind of right in the middle of it. July is down 1/4 cent, just one tick. 6.69 is last there. So nothing really going on in the spring wheat in Minneapolis. Let's take a look at cotton. We'll get to our next guest analyst. Cotton is going to be down at 96 points. Boy, 66.55. Cannot find a bid when it comes to cotton. It just has a hard time rallying, doesn't it, folks? That's March. Again, 66.54 now in March cotton. All right, let's bring in our next guest. It's Peter Haralambakis. He's with CHS in Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for joining us here today, Peter. What do you got for us? What's top of mind? What's going on?
Again, going through all those quotes, not much happening per se. However, we're at 16-month highs in the corn. Crude oil itself, usually we'd be talking about DOE stats today, but we are delayed by a day. Crude oil kind of trying to gain some momentum from its 70 handle all the way up to a 72 handle. But from November 5th, crude oil has only rallied $1. If you can really think about that. So again, in the grand scheme of things, tomorrow we will see DOE stats forecasted to find a build of 2.2 million barrels in the crude oil. We're looking for a draw of 3.5 million in the distillate stocks and a slight build in the gasoline stocks of 800,000. Refinery cracks, refinery margins are trying to eke out some gains, even though they had been on the trajectory for quite a period of time on the downslope here. So again, we're shifting to more cold temperature conversations where nat gas saw a rally of 37% in the last 12 days. So again, a lot of conversations out there on what's going to happen with any refinery hiccups, even in the form of potential fertilizer production hiccups when this cold front and these cold snaps reach all the way down to the Gulf Coast there. But as of right now, business as usual. I think everybody on the ag sector is excited that grains are just kind of holding up at these levels. So
yeah, we haven't really sold off, have we? I mean, what's the temperature up by you right now?
Well, I mean, again, do you want feel like temperature or do you want actual?
I want actual, not the dramatic one.
I'm going to give you the feel like, Scott, because again, when you're feeling 32 below, that's an issue, right? So when you're waking up,
that's the hyperbole, the drama they want to sell. So what is the real temp?
Real temp, last I looked was, around 6 degrees, 8 degrees. So
there's 38-degree difference between feels like and the real deal, huh?
Sure. Well, again, that was earlier in the morning. Yeah, but that's happened.
All right. Great stuff as usual, Peter. Thanks for going through all that stuff with us. Awesome to have you on. Peter Haralambakis, he's with CHS up in Grove Heights. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more livestock with a guy in a cow jacket right after this.